Hi guys, welcome to a video of a very unusual ground floor property we've got coming here on Torre Golf Resort. I'm going to have a little walk through with you just in a second. I'm having to do things a little bit unusually here, shall we say, simply because we didn't have the keys to get out onto the main terrace. It's this apartment here, it's this ground floor one on the corner. It's an absolutely huge apartment. The actual space of it itself, I mean, when you're inside it, in total, it feels about double the actual size of a standard apartment. So where we're standing now is in Abadeco. So we're standing in one of the large gardens, which is very close to the town centre. As you can see, you've got some kind of kiddie playgrounds here. You've got table tennis section over there. Excuse me. You've also got a kiddies pool here, just a small one here, with a little kind of seating area. And then just over here, you've got a large, well, two large adult pools just over here. In terms of location, we're about 2 to 3 minute walk down to the main town centre, about the same to the large supermarket. So this is very, very close to all of the town centre amenities. This is what the terrace, if you like, looks out onto. It's this beautiful kind of gardens area, which is ideal certainly ideal for families. And of course this is communal, right? So this is for everybody to use. Obviously, if you're sunbathing and things, people always generally will go to the pools. But it's communal for a reason. It means you can use it, you can utilise it, you can pull sunbeds out onto it and have picnics out here and what have you. It's to be utilised by the owners. It's not here just to look at. Okay, so the one thing to note, this terrace here, it's a lovely, great big size terrace here. It's got glass curtains fully around the terrace. Unfortunately, the owner has left with the glass curtain keys, so I can't get them open. So I'm going to have to do something a little bit different to show you the actual terrace. So I'm going to pop over this one, and this is the terrace here. So it's a great size. Time now is 25 to 12. As you can see, lots of sun on here. Orientation of this terrace is east, so you're going to get the sun till about lunchtime on the actual terrace, and then it moves over to our right. In the summer, you'll still get quite a good bit of it, of course, because the sun is a lot higher in the sky, so you'll still get it probably until about 3 o'clock. But this time of year, April, you'll lose it about lunchtime. But of course, all you have to do is skip over to any of the pools or anything in the communal garden area to get more. So as I said, you've got glass curtains here, and it's fully glass curtained up. So you've got these main entrances here as glass curtains, this window here, and there's also a gap to the side which has also got glass curtains in it, which we'll see in a minute. Now I've kind of just skipped over the terrace next door. What a lot of people do, as you can see, like that one did, is put kind of fencing up if you want to make it more private. I'm just going to walk around now to the entrance of the apartment. To say, it's quite an unusual one. It's a really large apartment. It's completely empty, so it is a blank canvas, but the space is fantastic. So we're in the garden area here. So this apartment is literally right in the corner. So we're just going to head through now. That is the side of the terrace. Well, not the side of the terrace, but the size of the internal terrace that's glass curtains. Okay, so there's glass curtain to the side here as well. That, of course, all opens up as well. But that didn't get me onto the terrace, so there's no point in opening that up. Okay, so we'll go to the entrance of the actual apartment. So as you walk through the door, the first thing you notice is it's the only apartment on this floor. Okay, usually you have at least two, usually more, on each floor, but this is the only apartment on the floor. So this is the entrance to the apartment. This is obviously your lift here. This is your stairway down to the underground parking, and of course your stairways up to the other floors. Okay, so we're just going to head in. Take my mask off now as well. So I first visited this apartment a little while ago, and since it has had a new lick of paint. They've went with this kind of colour here. So as you come into a kind of a small kind of hallway area here, which brings you straight into the lounge, which is a great size. The actual apartments that kind of look onto the squares, you know, they are size-wise, they're very good. They're usually that bit more than other apartments in terms of the actual square meterage inside. They are different layouts. And you see, as usual with everything on the Torre, you have gas central heating throughout. And again, you've got the AC unit up there, which isn't the original one, so that's been put in a later stage. But as you can see, that's all there, and it looks like a decent big size unit as well. So let's stay inside at the moment. So just over here is your kitchen, and it's a Galley style. Now the electrics and all that have been turned off, so I'm hoping it may be a bit dark, but I'm hoping you still get to see everything. So space for obviously your fridge freezer here, your cooker, hob and hood there. Now I've had a look at them, and to me it needs replaced. The kitchen itself is in a little bit, you know, it's not in the best shape. So I think you have to bear that in mind. And then you've got your separate utility out here. Okay, which is where your boiler is, and that looks perfect, absolutely fine. And then obviously they've not put any glass or anything in, they've just left the original thing in there because that goes out onto the enclosed terrace anyway. So this is a great space just for, as it's being used for, just for bits and pieces basically. Space there for your dishwasher as well. And of course your washing machine is outside, just in the utility area out here. It's actually plumbed in out here for the washing machine. But, you know, like I say, what I'm trying to do here is be your eyes and ears when you're not here. So this kitchen, it needs to be tarted up a little bit. I don't think it needs completely replaced, but it certainly needs refurbed. The oven looks like it needs to go. To be honest, these are all 15 years old anyway. I don't know very many people that actually have the original ones in. You know, they're slow to use and they're expensive to use. So I think most people have updated all these kind of things now. But this was used by a Spanish family as a holiday home, so that's obviously why, you know, places that are used as holiday homes are generally, you find, they're not got a huge amount of work done inside them, and this is one of them. But this, like I say, this apartment is all about the space. It's absolutely huge. So again, I'm going to stay inside at the moment. So we're in the lounge here, kitchen that we've just come out of, and now I'm going to head up towards the back of the apartment. So the first door you hit is the bathroom. Again, it's quite dark. I can't turn on any lights, so hopefully you can see okay. But yeah, it's a really decent sized bathroom. It actually looks it looks okay in terms of condition. You've got obviously your radiator / towel heater up there, which is part of the gas central heating. Sink and cabinet over here, bidet, which a lot of people have taken out now, and your toilet there. That all looks good, and it's a really decent sized bathroom. And then both bedrooms are to the back, right? So straight ahead. Really feels like a nice spacious room. You've got obviously your inbuilt wardrobes there. You've got the pre-installation for the, well, I say AC, but they're all inverter units now, so it's heating and cooling. From the back window, you've just basically got kind of nice shrubbery, kind of greenery area, and then that's just a pathway there, and that there is the perimeter wall, of course, of the resort. What you can see behind that, with these big long things here, is the football academy, which is just the other side of that wall. So great size bedroom. Into bedroom 2. Yeah, slightly smaller. Still a double bedroom, but slightly smaller. Got the inbuilt wardrobes there again. A couple of little silly things like the sockets missing there off the wall, couple of sockets. But again, like I said, it's all had a lick of paint recently. So it feels in decent nick. There are things like little, where obviously original kind of pictures and stuff were held, the little hooks are still in the walls. I mean, you know, it's up to you. If you want to keep this colour, it's absolutely fine. If you wanted to whitewash it, then that's not expensive and we can arrange that for you anyway. And at the same time, they can fill all them little holes in where the hooks and stuff were. And obviously do things like replace these little socket covers, which are about €2 or €3, you know, they're nothing. But again, good double-sized room. Right, let's get to the real massive selling point here. So you've got, like I said, this really, really nice sized lounge here. And then you've got, this would have been originally the terrace here, which has been glass curtained in. And this is huge. This is feels to me to be bigger, at least exactly the same size as the lounge. So it's like you've got two lounges here. It's an absolute massive area right here. Great size. I mean, it's massive. And then, as you know, the glass curtains there. This is the terrace that we started off at outside. And then, as I said, you've got glass curtains over in this area as well. Through here is just basically, that's just the entrance of the apartment. And then you also had obviously an opening here, which has also had a glass curtain panel put in as well. I've had a look at the glass curtains. The actual glass itself is absolutely fine. You'd probably want to refurb all of the little kind of sills in the middle. They look, as you can see, there's some little bits that are cracked and missing, so they need a little bit of refurb. But nothing major, just needs a little bit of work done there. But, you know, then don't forget you've got the kind of large terrace outside as well that we kind of started from. So you've got so much space in this apartment. I mean, the overall square meterage is huge. So this is ideal for anyone with maybe a large family, or someone that just wants a lot more space than what you're going to get with an apartment or a townhouse, but don't want to stretch to a villa, because you'd be going to a detached villa to get anywhere near this kind of space. It really is big. And of course, you're really close to the facilities. You're really right on your doorstep, just the other side of that hedge. You've got two large adult pools, a kiddies pool, table tennis, a little kiddies park. You've got a communal green area. As a supermarket, 2-minute walk, you know, bars, restaurants, 2-minute walk. It is really a good position. And it's just, like I said, it's just a space and it's a blank canvas. So for anyone that's looking for a large property, but doesn't want to pay the price of a villa, you probably need to go to a 3-bed villa to get this kind of space. You know, this is really interesting. They come up extremely rarely. I can't remember the last time I got a property that had this kind of living area. Blank canvas, as I said, needs some work on the kitchen. Needs just basically to replace the sills in there. You may or may not want to repaint the walls back to white or a different colour. But the space is here, and it's all here for someone to come in and put their stamp on it. And it is a big apartment. Hopefully that's helpful to people, guys. This is in 4K. Okay, so if you've watched it within a couple of hours of it going on the YouTube channel, then you'll probably only get to watch it in HD. But do wait that few hours. It usually takes 3 or 4 hours to process in 4K, but it is worth it. Any questions? Let me know.